Officer using at least a long mirror, if not a recording device, to try to look and see if perhaps the window could be booby-trapped. When we start talking about explosives, law enforcement has to be concerned that the windows, the doors, the stairway, something could have a booby trap in it. So before they open anything up, they're going to want to get a good look to ensure that they don't have an explosive going off in their face.
Clint, let's talk a little bit about planning and preparation. This clearly does not appear to be something that happened spur of the moment with this suspect. He had the gas mask, he had the helmet, the bulletproof vest, he had some sort of a smoke bomb or tear gas device. He had planned to come in through an emergency exit in that theater, and he was armed to the teeth, as Savannah said earlier. This is something that was probably in the works for a long time.
I would think it has. Number one, he would have known the release date for the movie and planned on being there, probably had to have an advance ticket. He would have had to, as you suggest, assemble the weapons, assemble the clothing. There was one suggestion that perhaps one of the weapons was already planted in the theater. An interview you just did, you had a guest suggest perhaps that the emergency door had been staged open so the shooter could get inside. Matt, you saw the movie. I haven't seen the movie. There was one suggestion that he may have even been dressed like one of the characters in the movie, somebody by the name of Bane, whoever that might be. But I think what we're dealing with right now is when we look at situations like Virginia Tech, Fort Hood, the shooting of Congresswoman Gabby Giffords.
Right.
All of these, we have somebody bringing multiple weapons for either some type of fantasy that they had in their mind or some type of terroristic mode. So here, law enforcement has to make a decision. Was this someone simply acting out some terrible fantasy, or knowing that the FBI and ATF are on the scene, could there be some link to terrorism? That's what we have to find out, and we have to find out very quickly.
And Clint, you know, and I don't blame you at all for saying this, because we were thinking this earlier. I'm being very careful about this movie and its content and not immediately assuming that there is some connection in motive between this movie and what happened. But yes, there is a character in that movie, and we've heard reports that some eyewitnesses say this guy appeared as if he was wearing a gas mask or a helmet. Yes, the character you're referring to, this Bane character in the movie, does wear a kind of face mask that does resemble some kind of a gas mask that has a contraption going up over the head that might be mistaken for a helmet. I'm not sure if these are readily available at costume stores or anything like that. But and in terms of explosives, there is an element in this movie, without giving anything away, obviously, but clearly does involve explosive devices in a major city. But again, it's way too early to draw those kinds of conclusions based on the fact we don't have enough information about this suspect.
Not only that, this was the premiere of the movie, and few people have actually seen it. Clinton Van Zandt will let you go for now, but please stand by, and we will be back with much more of Today in a moment.
Now, Super Mobile Magic.
Want to read some of them. Again, this comes in, okay, guys, Lewis will be okay. He got shot in the arm and shoulder, but he's going to be okay. That came moments after the reported shooting occurred. My brother and his girlfriend are at the Batman premiere. There was a shooting going on. And then, of course, people who were in